Hi everyone, it's Chloe.
And Dani.
And welcome to this week's episode of Tranny
Hot Dish.
So, this week we don't have a specific topic that we're going to talk about, but we want you to get to know us a little bit better. So, we are going to do, I don't know, is it a 20 question tag?
Weren't we going to do 10?
20 questions! Wow! It might be a long video. If it's long, we'll edit it out. First question, what is your middle name?
Should I go first or
Sure.
you? My middle name is Marie.
And my middle name is Michelle.
Ooh,
Double M's. Dani M and Chloe M.
We're like M&M's.
Okay, next question. What was your favorite subject in high school?
Definitely art.
Mine was anatomy.
Okay.
And that makes sense because you mastered in painting and I am in nursing school.
You were sculpting the body.
Not liposuction. Next question. What is your favorite drink?
I have to say, if we're choosing an alcoholic drink.
We always choose alcoholic drinks, let's be real.
Okay. I would say, like, just something simple, cranberry vodka.
And I do vodka tonic. But other than, what about besides alcohol?
Besides alcohol,
Unicorn
bubble tea.
blood.
It's not, I mean, it's nowhere in South Carolina.
Probably because y'all don't invite the Asians into your state.
Well, we do, but yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Let's not talk about racism in our second video. That'll be saved to the third.
Are you racist?
Are you racist? Just kidding. No, we're not.
No.
What is your favorite song at the moment?
Ariana Grande.
What is it called? Tell me something.
Yeah, Love Me Harder.
Love Me Harder. That's hers.
Me harder.
My favorite is Black Mambo by Glass Animals. And if you don't know what that is, look it up. It's good. Or one of the songs by Alabama Shakes. I don't remember what it's called. Next question. Have you participated in any sports?
Yes. When I was young, I played 1 season in recreational baseball.
Okay. So you ready for me?
Yeah.
I'll give you hands. Numbers.
Right.
Okay. So I played baseball. I played soccer. I played tennis. I swam. What else did I play?
The field.
I was a cross-country runner. I was a cycler. I was a volleyball player, and I still play volleyball. And I tried basketball, but it didn't work. So 8 sports. And the ones I still do are cycling and volleyball. And running sometimes. But I end up limping after. So thick girls can't run. Our thighs jiggle.
Never really, like, other than this baseball, I never really played sports, but I had lots of crushes on, athletes in college.
Nothing wrong with a good jock.
Especially this one
And taking them
girl.
off, too. I think you all should tell us down below which kind of sports players you think have the best asses. I'm going to say baseball players.
I say pizza
Delivery boys.
servers.
Beardo is here. He's sitting by the fridge.
Shout out to Beardo.
Come on, Beardo. Favorite animal?
Ooh.
Let's change that to the animal you most identify with.
Animal or insect?
Well, either. Sure. Are insects animals?
No, they're insects.
Animals?
Okay, animal, I'm gonna have to say a snow leopard.
Mine is not exotic at all. I love, 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 love squirrels. I'm obsessed with them. I have some living in my walls in my apartment, actually.
Have you been to Loring Park? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like an
The
albino squirrel that I've tried to take pictures of so many times, and it like always runs away. And then there's black ones.
Oh, those black ones are chubby too. They're so cute.
They're beautiful.
I like the white one though.
Yeah.
I'm not racist. I'm not. I promise. Oh, next question. What's your favorite perfume?
I really like Be Delicious by Dani in New York.
I know. Right now I'm really into Prada Candy. But other than that, probably Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. There be light. Okay, now that we have light, next question.
Thanks. Good evening.
Favorite holiday?
Halloween, for sure.
I love Halloween.
Yeah.
It's my favorite too. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your childhood? And
ooh, that one's intense.
We're getting into some deep shit.
Holy crap. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say that maybe like a 7.
Okay. And why? Remember, our viewers are getting to know us.
Because I was a girl trapped in a boy's body.
Amen.
I almost had that the other way around.
Wait, what?
All this
You're
time.
an FTM.
I'm pre-transition.
Oh, good Lord. So rating my childhood, I don't know, just the fact that I felt like a girl my whole childhood and couldn't do anything about it, I would give that a 1. But my whole childhood, I think I had a lot of fun. So I'm gonna give it an 8. And then if you add in the 1 from...
Yeah, I mean, there were certainly things...
Despite gender identity issues, I had a good childhood.
Yeah.
Little Clover was trapped inside of big, chunky child not named Clover.
Yeah, I was a big, chunky child, too.
We both like to eat. That's why we got such nice butts now. Chunky girls always have nicest ass when they thin out.
I feel the same, too. I mean, there's lots of aspects to my childhood that I love. Like, growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, it was really great.
Yeah.
And, like, a strong indicator that I was a girl was that I would only play with the girls in my neighborhood. Like, I would hardly hang out with the boys.
I was a tomboy. Also I was boy crazy, too. I started liking boys at a very early age. I came out to my parents before they knew I was trans as gay when I was 11. I mean, because I didn't know what I was, but that was the closest thing to know what I was gay. So I told them at 11, like, hey, yo, I like boys. And that has not changed.
I had lots of friends that knew that I identified previously as a gay male before I transitioned because at the time, I didn't know what trans was. I didn't know what trans could be. And I didn't know that trans was my identity.
And girl, I don't want no pussy.
When you're growing up in the South, it's
oh my God, it's scary. You get enough flack for identifying as gay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was gonna say, there's like aspects of my childhood that I really loved, like the vacations that we would go on to go see my grandparents in Virginia.
My grandparents live in Virginia.
What town?
Or not grandparents, great grandparents.
What town?
It's like way up in the freaking mountains.
Oh, okay. Mine were in a little town called Bedford, near Roanoke.
Oh, I know where that is. They live, what is it called? Haysai, I think? All my cousins, you know. Haysai, Grundy, something like that.
And there's like this plantation house in Bedford that is like super famous because there's this lady that is said to haunt the place. She's called the Lady of Avenel or Avenel Ghost or something like that. It's been so long since I looked it up. But we actually went through the house and...
No, thank you.
And I'm a little bit perceptive, so I was like, my spider senses were tingling.
Well, you know how I already told... We can talk about that later.
Next
do you have
question.
any siblings?
I have one, an older brother who is 2 years and 2 months older than I am.
Hi, older brother.
Who I never really speak to.
Oops. Okay. We'll talk about it in a later date.
I still love him, though.
I mean, that's what you gotta do.
Even though he's a douchebag. Oops. Did I just say that? Edit that out.
I will. I have an older half-sister who is 20... She's 5 years... 27? Are you 27? Or 28? I know your birthday is in May. And I don't know if you watch these videos, so I might just be talking to no one. But I have an older half-sister, and then I have me. And then I have 2 younger brothers, one who's 20 and one who's about to turn 18 in a couple days. So yeah. In my household, I was the oldest. Because my sister, like, lived in and out of our house. So, yeah. Favorite store? Any kind of store.
Well, I mean, I work for Mac, so obviously Mac's pretty high up there. But I like... I mean, I don't want to choose
store.
one.
One store.
I don't want to.
You have to.
God, it's either between H&M and
Define
Sephora.
your personality. Go.
I would have to say H&M because I get most of my makeup at MAC. So I get a lot of clothing at H&M because I love it and it's cheap.
I'm going to say IKEA. I love IKEA. I could spend all day in IKEA. Because when I was a kid, I wanted to be an interior designer. And I don't know, just something about IKEA that just makes me super happy.
Come on, Grace Adler.
Ho! I do love Will and Grace.
Me too.
And Grace is my favorite. What are some of your favorite YouTubers?
Well, when I was, a few years ago, when I was just getting into YouTube, I used to watch, at the time, Gregory Gorgeous, but it's now Gigi Gorgeous, because Gigi is a trans woman. So really that's pretty much because I follow her on Facebook now, so, I mean, that's really the only thing I watch, and occasionally I'll go on there and watch, like, clips from RuPaul's Drag Race, or music videos. I'm really into big on listening to music videos on YouTube.
I'm big.
I used to be.
How you doing? My favorite YouTubers consist... I love Nikki Tutorials. She's freaking fantastic and hilarious. I love Young, Wild, and Polished. She's also fucking awesome. Princess Jules. Julie Vu, how you doing?
How you doing?
And I like Gigi too, but I have a couple hang-ups with her.
I like Pixie Woo too.
Yes.
Yeah, that was...
Nikki Tutorials and Pixie Woo
Wait a minute.
were the 2 that got me through my transition.
Wait a minute.
Pre-transition.
Do you follow Lisa Eldridge?
Yeah.
I fucking love Lisa Eldridge. If I ever meet that bitch, I'm gonna, like, die.
She will shit herself.
Yes, because she is the classiest, like, that's what I aspire to be for, like, a makeup artist.
My name is Lisa Eldridge. And
She
today...
doesn't talk like that.
Today we're just going to be doing a simple look.
Today we're going to be doing...
A simple look. How you doing?
How you doing?
But yeah,
I
so
love her.
Gigi, we both were kind of talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the hang up with Gigi is, I feel
Why
like
we
she
don't
has,
like Gigi?
I mean, I like her, and I think she's awesome, and I think she's gorgeous, and she's a businesswoman, 100%. She knows what she's fucking doing.
Hell yeah.
But she has such a big platform, and she doesn't talk about issues. That's my thing with her. Is like, you are a trans woman. You need to talk about actual issues facing trans people once in a while. I know it's fun to be pretty. I know it's fun to post workout videos and story time and makeup videos. But once in a while, use your platform to try to change something.
I feel like, okay, and this is kind of a separation that I see within the trans community, is that there are trans people who want to be advocates and, you know, feel like they have no other choice by existing other than to be an advocate for the community. Then there are people who aspire to be just totally under the radar stealth. One of my former roommates is like that. He is a trans man and started his transition like 8 years ago, and just considers himself a dude before he considers himself trans. Trans is just something that he experienced through his life.
Yeah. Would you, if you could,
I think I know where you're going with this.
Be born a woman?
Would you choose to be born a cisgender woman? I would say no. And my reason why is because my life would be incredibly different than it is today.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't have been as inspired to be an artist as I am, to do makeup, I wouldn't even be in Minneapolis, probably. Yeah. I probably would be knocked up with, like, a few kids.
And I would not give up being a trans woman because, like, that struggle and that hurt makes you grow up, and it makes you empathize with others, and it helps you navigate the world differently and maybe more holistically, and I think it's made me a better person. But the only reason I would want to be born natally a cisgender woman is I really, 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 really want kids. Like, I want to be pregnant. And I've always wanted to be. You can ask, like, my mom, or, like, when I was a kid, that's, like, I always wanted to be a mom. So that's just my big holdup.
I hope the viewers didn't think that I thought, like, being, from the town that you grew up in and having kids at a younger age, like, a bad thing. It's not.
There's a fit for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, girls, get your education before you have kids, just so those kids can have a better life and you can have a better life.
So everyone could be better off.
It'll just make the world go round. You had a question, didn't you?
Oh, the one about where...
What did you like best about being a boy before, and what do you like best now about being a woman?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What did I like best about being a boy? There's not very much. I don't know. I feel like there was a certain amount of privilege that I lost when I became a woman. Physically a woman. Yeah, and I think that's one thing that trans women can really talk about, or even trans men, is what male privilege is like, because, becoming a trans woman, you lose that privilege. This is a woman power video right now. Women. Okay, so the second part of that question was, what do I like about being a woman? Well, I love the feeling of being completely comfortable in my skin and feeling absolutely sexy. Mm-hmm. I never felt that way before.
See, I don't know.
I was just like, my body was just not what I wanted it to be, so I just felt disgusted every single time I looked at it.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it was just like, well, going back to the question, what did I enjoy most about being a boy pre-transition? I just wasn't as scared as I am often now. Just worrying about, like, all of the things that happen to women in general, and even trans women, is, like, scary. And I never really had to think about that before. It's like, even, like, when dating, it's like, you don't have to really think that much about what your safety is going to be like as a man. Mm-hmm. And as a woman, you have to think about it every single day. It's like, okay, should I finish this drink before I go to the bathroom just in case he put something in it? Or, should you always have to go to the bathroom in pairs? Or, there's just a lot to think about when you're safety period as a woman.
I'm going to kind of go back because I'm remembering something from another conversation, a very similar conversation that I had with another one of our friends, Michaela. Yeah. At one time, we were talking about this very same thing, and, like, would you rather be born cis versus born trans? And for both of us in that conversation, we arrived at the conclusion that we would rather be born trans because women who are born into this world are born with all of these ideas and notions about what women are supposed to be.
And we make ourselves.
And we go through the world initially as boys who grow up to be men.
Sometimes.
Strong men. And we transition to become strong, confident women. So there's nothing wrong with that too. So and I think the lesson learned in that is that all women everywhere, like whether you're trans, cis, whatever, you know, you can be powerful, you can be whatever you want to be.
BARBIE, Barbie girl. So,
I'm running for presidency in 2016.
Dani for president, watch out, Hillary! No, that bitch looks like she'd throw a punch.
I know, she does. She looks like she would play rough.
Second part of the question, what do I enjoy most about being a woman now? It's similar to yours. Like, I just feel like myself. Like, I don't even, like, okay, so one of the big things for me, and I've always had a body issue. I've always had, like, about things about my body that I would change. Most of that was due to, the gender dysphoria experience that I was going through. But just not being comfortable with myself, even, like, during sex, like, before as a boy. I mean, I've never hated my body. I've never looked at my body and been like, oh my god, I hate this body. But I've just never felt one with it, if that makes sense. I mean, that's kind of what dysphoria describes, is you don't feel like it's yours. Mm-hmm. And so, now that I've transitioned, and something as simple as curves, like on my hips that I see now,
I loved that. Oh my god,
that's something that just makes me comfortable.
Yes.
And like my breasts now, like that's just something that just makes me comfortable, and I'm just comfortable in every aspect of my life. And I was confident before when I was a boy, but now I feel like I'm 10 times more confident, with the deduction of being scared sometimes when I'm in public by myself or at night or something. But
that you got mace.
I have mace.
And on Wednesday nights, you got me, girl.
Yeah.
But, we'll tag team it.
So, now that we've answered all of those questions and ended on kind of a serious note, once again, all of the information about our channels will be down below, and our social media will be down below. Dani's new makeup tutorial will be down below. And golden teal. Sumptuous.
Summary.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of Tranny Tot.
Hot dish.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Dani.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.